Hey everybody, Shocking into 1000 reporting for duty, welcoming you back to an episode of my brilliant Diamond Hooplocke Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we obviously used the Master Ball to catch the legendary Pokemon Dialga and decided to make our way further along towards the next town, which is where the 8th and final gym badge is located. Except we kind of like went on a slow pace because of battling some optional trainers for experience, which honestly I should really be leaving for when I'm wanting to level up Pokemon who are like pretty low level, like the level 5 Geodude I still have in my PC. But yeah. Anyway, so this episode, we obviously are going to be making our way to the next town, providing that we don't get slowed down personally. Oh god, oh god! Okay, I'm calling that as a sign to switch out. Have a bit of my drink. Not a lot, because I want to save some water for when I'm fast asleep. There we go. Getting a lot of critical hits. I mean, like, when obviously using Razor Leaf with Torterra, managing to get a critical hit literally twice in a row is definitely something that doesn't happen very often. But then again, it is high friendship, so it kind of makes sense. But yeah, these fishermen are all optional. But obviously, they're not going to be like helpful when it comes to gaining experience, since they love to use Magikarps. I honestly do not understand why Nintendo has like an excessively obsessively say no. Okay, let me start this again. I do not know why Nintendo has an excessively obsessive disorder in creating way too many trainers that love to use a whole team of Remoraid's, when Remoraid hardly gives out experience, can easily be killed in one hit, and he's just basically there to waste your use of moves at this point. Right, so 2 trainers in a row now using a Gyarados, except in this case we have an electric type. You see, Magikarp, 1 spark, dead. Remoraid, 1 spark, dead. Gyarados, quad weak to spark, 1 hit, dead. And then last Pokemon, Finneon. Guarantee 1 hit, dead. See, it's just a waste of time. This fisherman literally did nothing the whole fight. And there are 2 more fishermen to fight. This guy, and the other guy that's like to the right of us. See, even he's using a Magikarp. Like, there are other water types that they could literally use. I mean, there are a bunch of fishermen known in the Kanto region that are known to use a Tentacle. And Tentacles can be found in Sinnoh. There was a sailor who used a Mantike. And I remember when I played through Johto for the very first time in my life, when I randomly used a fishing rod. Actually, no, sorry, no. I didn't use a fishing rod. I just randomly encountered it by surfing when I found a mantine. Yeah, I thought for a split second I almost got mixed up into thinking that it was a fishing rod encounter, but the thing is, you can't find mantine while fishing. Oh, Phoebus. Actually, a Pokemon that I'm surprised I've not actually caught yet. But then again, it's no surprise really, because in Mount Coronet, that puddle of water that you go across when making your way to Snow Point City, that's the only place where you can find a Phoebus in 4 random spots of the entire map. Like, literally, I am not kidding. My mum messaging me to check up to see if everything is okay. I can't really blame my mum personally for doing this, because my parents are away on holiday, which is the only time for me to actually get these recordings done in the first place. But it gets a little bit annoying when my mum constantly messages me when I'm in the middle of doing my recordings. Even when she decides to randomly give me a phone call when I don't ask for it. I'm not saying this as a way of proclaiming that I do not want to talk to my mum, because there are moments where it's I would honestly want to talk with her, but it's just knowing what is the best thing worthwhile to talk about. But the thing is, and I'm not pointing this against my mum personally, but she does talk a lot. It's like somebody who she sees once a week, and she can literally have a conversation with that one person for literally over an hour. Specifically when out in public. It's like she sees somebody she knows when out in town, and it's like, oh, what have you been doing recently? Have you seen the news? Have you actually heard this? Have you heard that? And thinking, fair enough, yeah, understandably so. But it goes on forever. And I'm just like, can we please just end this conversation already? Because we've got places to be, we've got things to do. And you are literally spending way too much time talking rather than actually doing what you're supposed to be doing. And then by the time you actually realise, oh, we've got to do this now, moments later, bam, you've run out of time. And you're going to have to do it tomorrow instead. So you have that problem for you. But, yeah. It's like I say, it's nothing against my mum personally. It's just, I'm not saying it's a case of of me being impatient or something. It's more the case of when you want something to be done, you're hopeful for it to actually be done and not just having your time wasted. That's kind of what I'm getting at. And obviously, yeah, this was the room I was actually on about when I thought that there was actually a 4th optional fight. That's actually a total of 6 optional fights. There are some hidden items over there, but I can't be bothered to go over there and pick them up. That's a little patch of non-grass in that corner close to the fence. That has a hidden item there. I think it's a full heal. I'm not 100% sure, but I can't be bothered to go down there and check. So, I just want to proceed in the story, because we literally spent 10 minutes in this one route just fighting optional trainers, even though this one's actually a unavoidable trainer. You have to fight this one to move on. Well, another spam email in my email list that's going to go straight into the block contacts. Literally, it's just the constant people claiming to be a energy saving site. Use solar energy. You've won a prize in this supermarket. When it's obviously not real. I don't know why they keep trying to bait me with this kind of crap, but they know it doesn't work, so I don't know why they bother trying. So it's just basically a waste of their time. Right, there we go. This should be the last trainer to fight in this route, actually. Oh, I thought you only had 2 Pokemon. You actually got 3. Well, just to play it safe, I'm going to switch out Gebite. For Dusclops. Honestly. NPCs using moves that just... Why? Like, literally, why? Okay, I'm going to open up with a future sight. I know it's not going to do much damage because Dusclops is kind of like a little bit more of a physical attacker. I think Dual type is a guaranteed 2 hit. I don't think it does any more than that. Right, we'll do a Shadow Punch. He's using Leer again. Because obviously Dusclops can be tanky. Shame that you can't use the Eviolite in this game. Because that honestly would be really helpful. Ah. Dang it. The bad thing about using Pokemon with held items, it boosts the power of the move Knockoff. Well, I could not keep Cyclops long. Take the Shell Bell off. Thank you, Cyclops. And now let's bring Gastrodon in. Sorry, just my cat's just jumping around like crazy. Anyway, here's the next town. We are in Sunny Shore City. Yeah, I wanted you to hear the opening with Sunny Shore City because it is a very catchy music. It's like, I think Emil has actually said this in his Let's Play on Pokemon Platinum, where listening to this music just sounds like it's all victory music because it knows that you've done something to save the world, kind of thing. So you kind of have that. If we actually decide to go up here, the Sunny Shore Market. Known for Pokeball stickers, alright. See the sticker merchant there. He didn't have the stickers I wanted today. Maybe tomorrow I guess. So yeah. If you're actually just wanting random stickers, he can sell them to you. But he re-rolls these every day. Honestly, not really worth it. It really is not. Okay. Yeah. This person will give your Pokemon the effort ribbon as long as your Pokemon are max EV trained. So, this market, I think, in Pokemon Platinum was basically known to be like something else kind of thing. But anyway, look who's here. Jasmine. Yeah, she's a gym leader, but not the gym leader of this city. She's a gym leader in the Johto region. As you remember when I did my Heart Gold Let's Play. Talking to her apparently makes her feel home somehow. Oh, right, yeah, because Olivine City also has a lighthouse and is surrounded by a beach. Yeah, okay, that checks out. I think she gives you something after you have beaten the gym leader. So we're going to go over to the lighthouse because that's where he is. So, you're the latest challenger up against the Sunnyshore's gym? Alright, I've decided. If I find you to be weak, I'm going to challenge the Pokemon League. I'm all done with renovating the gym, so I don't need to be here. More than anything, I want to have battles that can thrill me again. As the toughest gym leader in Sinnoh, I'm going to unleash everything in my arsenal on you. And if you're wondering what he was looking at through these binoculars, there's the Pokemon League. I probably will say, though, with the Sunnyshore's theme, it definitely sounds better when you listen to it on the DS of Pokemon Platinum than the remake of Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Right, over here. I think if you go inside this house, this guy, that glaringly bright and cool thing you have is obviously a Pokédex, yeah. I got okayed by the Pokédex company to develop original Pokédex apps. Are you going to do me a favour? You've got Pokemon with different natures. Yeah, if you show him a Pokemon of a different nature, he will give you a random Pokédex app. So Mysterious Nature Mew will give me the calendar app, which I do not need because I've got a calendar literally right beside me. Right, he wants to see a Pokemon with a naive nature. That's plus speed. Wow. Very first Pokemon I find, Geodude actually has the nature. Dot Artist app. Now he wants to see a Pokemon with a quirky nature. So let's see, relaxed, hardy, calm, mild, calm, bashful, quiet, lax, serious, bashful, serious, mild, hasty, relaxed, bashful, modest, modest, lax, modest, calm, lax, quiet, serious, bashful, docile, lax, sassy, mild, quiet, serious, quiet, jolly. A load of EP natures, but yeah, he will literally give you a dang ton of Poketch apps that you can't normally get from the Poketch company in Jubilee City. Which, by the way, we should have actually gone back there to get ourselves another one. Hence the reasoning about having 7 gym badges. When I talked to Flint, "Yo, hiya, you finally came back. He seemed to be feeling upbeat too. I have a hunch that he recognized your toughness right away. I bet he's getting excited over the thought of battling you. Remember what you have to do, Hotshot. Give him a battle that's so hot, it will reignite his passion for battling. Alright, Hotshot, I'll be waiting at the Pokemon League." Yeah, I was not going to do like an all ego voice for Flint because my throat cannot handle it. Literally. And as you can see, the 8th and final gym specializes in using electric type Pokemon. I'm just loading up the gym leaders page. This gym is just basically stand on the floor panel, rotate the gears to make a path forward for you, and then fight the trainers along the way. Pardon me. And I definitely will say, the gym leader in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl was kind of made to be a bit harder in this game than he was in the original Diamond and Pearl. Which I will honestly say, I am going to go over the difference of the two games to show the reasoning about why this game is considered to be more harder than the original Diamond and Pearl. Because obviously, like, one of the gym leaders happens to use one of their Pokemon that holds an expert belt. So I think it might have been Miss Magius with Fantina. I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe that to be the case. Okay, so that's room 1 tackled. Now for room 2, just stand on this button 3 times. Blue basically makes the gears rotate clockwise. Green makes them rotate anti-clockwise. So keep that in mind. I like every single time when I send out Torterra, it says, "Go on, hit subscribe." Like, literally. Everybody should do that. Please, hit subscribe right now. Like my videos. And if you feel like you want to, put a positive comment down as well. Any negative comments whatsoever will be deleted. And if those comments are considered to be really harsh and are directed to strictly at me, I will not hesitate to block. Because I am somebody who's considered to have a sensitive heart. Like, it's not something I do like bringing up personally, but I know most of us have actually gone down this road in our lifetime, but the fact that bullying is a common thing that happens when you go to school, and I, unfortunately, was one of those people that happened to be bullied, like, always being called names, always being made fun of. Literally having a case where I was in a relationship with somebody for the very first time in my life, and that person who I was in a relationship with decided to break it up with me because she couldn't stand being picked on by the people who were originally picking on me. So it's like, because she was dating me, she had to deal with the same bullies that I kept having to deal with. And I will admit, definitely something that is not acceptable to take on, really. Like, just because somebody is in a relationship with somebody does not mean you get to make fun of them. Like, ever. In fact, bullying should not even be an option, full stop, to be fair. Like, it's honestly harsh. But one bullying that I had to put up with was when I was in... Because, like, I know America does, like, a certain year of schools. So it's like they go to, like, they have stuff called high school, and like I don't really know the actual term for each school year in America, but here in the UK we always have things go down by nursery, primary school, secondary school, sixth form / college, and then university. And I was in secondary school, and obviously with the primary and secondary years, obviously you did have a consideration where it's like you had nursery class, reception class, and then when you reach the age of 5, you become a part of year 1, then year 2, then year 3, all the way up to year 11. And when you reach year 11, you start that year, no matter what, when you are age 15, and then finish up the year when you turn 16. And that's when you then get to choose whether or not to go to sixth form or college. Which, honestly, easier to go for college because you can just focus on any course you want. That can focus on like level 1, level 2, level 3 and that kind of stuff. And the higher the level, the harder it is to do the course. But strictly speaking, is the fact that in sixth form, every single time, like when you're in year 10 and year 11 of secondary school, you have to deal with these exams. When you go to sixth form, if you haven't gotten like a high enough grade, you will have to do those exams again. But the difference is, the minimum grade you have to aim for is a C grade, which is considered to be the pass grade. But when in sixth form, the only grade that you can work towards that requires a pass is A or A+. And knowing me with my autism, I was not going to be capable of doing sixth form no matter how hard I tried. The very second that I finished up my final year in the school I went to, I was just zero hesitation wanting to leave that place and never come back. Because the fact that I was being bullied there every single day was just an absolute farce. Absolute farce. And I just could not put up with it. And there was one day when I was in year 8, somebody tripped me up when I was playing football with some friends. Soccer if you're American, by the way. And it then turned into a fight. This kid was strangling me, wrapping his hands around my throat, preventing me from breathing. And I had to punch him in the face to defend myself. He pushed me to the floor. And as I was slowly getting up, he punched me in the face, giving me a black eye, and I had to walk off because that punch he did to me was like way harder than the punch I gave him. So, because of my sensitive heart, like, not like I have a heart condition, more like I just care too much. I felt that pain severely, that I had to walk away, because otherwise the next time he was going to hit me, it was probably going to affect my life completely. So I had to focus on that. I was scarred, but it was a life I had to put up with. Not the kind of thing I actually want to like talk about really at the end of an episode, because we have actually gone 1.5 minute over schedule. So we're going to end things off here. Next time, we are going to be tackling the 8th and final gym leader to then make our way towards the Pokemon League. See you guys then.